the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the James Madison Dukes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. There's the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up of the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. And if you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Caught in the backfield. It's Taylor. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
The Pirates starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Running back grabs it on the screen. It's a fumble. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Boy, a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The sure hands. It's Barry. That heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. The defense with more pre-snap movement. To the air. It's St. Clair. It's an out. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And the Dukes looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run it here. He's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Touchdown, James Madison, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Well, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Carolina's offense has back out off the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's 1st down. He's got room to run.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this could really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Dean. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down. The Pirates come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Montgomery. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Grab down the middle. It's Taylor. Breaking free at the 35.
Defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Ball handed off. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Offense comes up to the line. We might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. He's got it with room to run. Touchdown, Pirates, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. So they find the reliable tight end. He makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, you get a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Running with purpose. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. But he stopped short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
That completion makes it second and medium. To throw, it's St. Clair. Hot over the middle. It's Berry. Right down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. What a catch! He has first down yardage at the 46.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Grab down the middle. It's Fleming. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Breaks into the clear. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. What I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Hot over the middle. It's Graham. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. 3rd and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Grab down the middle, it's Graham. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. The Dukes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Touchdown, Dukes. That's how you finish a play. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. And that's where they'll start the drive. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And now the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So the running play stopped on first down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Now it's 2nd down here. QB keeper all the way. He shreds the tackle. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. He escapes the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4th down conversion gives him a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. Got to get to the line quickly. Looking to scramble. On the run here. Lets it go. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Catch made on the out route. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's stopped very close to the marker. Looks like it's going to be 4th down and inches. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense putting together a solid drive. 1st down at the 46. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the 1st half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
The first play of the drive, they'll set up from the 13. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Tries to get it to the running back. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield to the left, and it's hauled in. What a catch. Big play there by the sophomore quarterback. And they do it to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Moves out of the pocket. Back-to-back deep shots. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. It's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. He's got it right near the end zone. The defense makes the stop at the 3. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of a half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. So the offense clicking after building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And he knocks through the PAT. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. He's got it inside the 15. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. One more play before they head to the locker room. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors for their halftime update. Pirates will kick this away to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Dukes offense back on the field now. Passing game's been on fire. Let's see if the defense has made some changes to begin to slow it down. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So second down after the incompletion. And that one's picked off. What a play. Touchdown, East Carolina. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
How about the safety here, just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception. And I love that he's got the speed in the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. He'll return it from inside the 5. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. James Madison's offense back out there now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for a safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. On the move now. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline, nowhere for him to go. All he could do is step out of bounds for no gain.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Dukes come to the line in a hurry up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's looking deep here. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. He can go. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice first down.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Trying to run, it's Montgomery. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Grab behind the line. It's Dean. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. The Pirates pick up enough for a 1st down. The back's got it. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Pirates.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Hands it off on the counter. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Scanning the field. It's St. Clair. Caught over the middle. It's Barry. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. 2nd down play coming up.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Near the sticks. It's Pilton. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. And the Dukes line up on 1st and 10. We reach the end of 3 in this playoff game. Deadlock, a classic on our hands as we stop to check the game summary so far. Heading to the 4th quarter, who can step up and make a crucial play in this pursuit of a national championship? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Caught behind the line. It's Barry.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The Dukes are in the red zone. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Bought some time, now lets it go. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Moves out of the pocket. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, everybody wants to talk about the quarterback and the receiver after a touchdown like that. Instead, you know where I'm going, Chris. The offensive line. My gosh, how long did he have back there. 4, maybe 5 seconds to be able to read the defense and then find his receiver for the touchdown.
The turn starts from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. Really excellent possession last time. Mixed the run, the pass, kept the defense off balance and route to a touchdown. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Dean. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Pirates come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Picks up the first, looking for more. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time run.
Brings in the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina. Still no answer for this offense.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Duke's offense back on the field now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the move now. On the run here, lets it go. Grabbed by the receiver. And the defense brings him down. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. There's the handoff. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Will not be brought down. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. And the Dukes lining up here on 1st and 10. The clock has stopped, and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Chris, let's face it, most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. They weigh over 300 pounds, but that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Looking for a gap. It's Barry. Touchdown, James Madison. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. And the offense step up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The Pirates pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to scramble. Breaks free. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the mark.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out and keep him to a short gain.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's an out route, the catch made. They finally make the stop right near midfield on 1st down. All right, serious drama here. The semifinal of the game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And it's incomplete. A very quick throw.
A really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
The pass rush closing in. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Back to throw again. He escapes the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. With the catch, it's Dean. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. Their last chance here. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. He keeps it on the design run. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Pirates.
What a touchdown here to pull them within 1 with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for 2 to try to take the lead.
Williams. And he's going to be stopped short. The gutsy call doesn't work. They're still down a point here.
James Madison, 35. East Carolina, 34.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Dukes. A huge special teams score.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
East Carolina, 34.
This is a squib kick, picked up by one of the up men. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there. The first play of this drive now is set up at the 34. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Dean. They get him down, but a big play moves it at the 45.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play. Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
What an amazing job by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback to get this ball into the end zone. Now they've given themselves a chance. Down 2, under 10 seconds to go. You got to hit this 2-point play to send it to overtime.
And he will get in. The 2-point conversion will tie this game up late. Could be headed for overtime. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Warner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. One massive play, and suddenly they're at the plus 45-yard line here. 1st down, looking to throw the football. On the move now. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. Desperation pass falls incomplete. Now we're headed to overtime. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Looking for a receiver. He escapes the pocket. He's going to put it down and run. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the 1st down. The Dukes looking to run some tempo here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. They strike first in OT. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And now the defense will spend the timeout to get everybody on the same page before this important play. So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. Another handoff to him on second and goal. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. You kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
this off. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. The pass is intercepted. Could take it all the way. Out past the 30. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
For the first play of the game, the defense comes up with a turnover. Good job of mixing up their coverages, showing one look, going to another. I think they confused the quarterback. He puts it right into coverage, and they're able to capitalize.
And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, he cannot quite hold on down there in the end zone. Would have been a great pick. Instead, a 3rd down play coming up.
Boy, not only they dropped what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking to scramble. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Design quarterback run. Tackle, but 1st down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Handoff here from the shotgun. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's the return from inside the 5.
That return backfires on him. Now your offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
The offense is backed up here, beginning in the shadow of their own end zone. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. This, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. He's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So, instead of trying to pin the opponents deep with a punt, they'll go for it on 4th down. First drive of the game. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Caught by the receiver. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the 1st down. They've got to rally to the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up a 1st down.
The Seminoles have 1st and 10 here. Send the back in motion. Now they're running on the toss. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Throwing off play action. Moves out of the pocket. The short completion of the tight end. Football comes out. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place at just the right time.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. Aggressive call on the opening play. And he's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. And he gets into the end zone, so it builds the lead to 8 now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Throws to the tight end. That is broken up and incomplete.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Oh, he's bringing it back. Inside the 10. He steps out at the 6. What a crucial takeaway.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Falcons looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. The running back here on a direct snap. And the defense wraps him up. Second down and goal upcoming. A direct snap. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force. The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. We go with a direct snap. And he finds the end zone again. The touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Wow. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Blitz and a quick sack.
That's the 3rd sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments or this thing could snowball.
Well, Kirk, Air Force has the lead here. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Alexander. And they've got him.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that 1st down.
Here's the option play. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. And now the try for the 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And they've got him behind the line. The 2-point try fails, and they can't get any closer. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found a lane, and so this drive's going to begin with good field position. Here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. They were able to punch in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide.
Breaks into the clear. Finally tackled at the 7. What a play. Sets up a 1st and goal now.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
2nd down and goal. With pressure and sack, and will be tackled inside the 10. The Falcons looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Look at the throw on 3rd and goal. On the move now. And the pass is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Stepping to his right now to avoid the pressure. And the pass is incomplete. The defense holds on 4th down, and they'll take over. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. position, backed up inside their own 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And the wideout goes in motion. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
I think anybody can understand trying to get this guy the ball. You want to trust your playmakers, but you can't expect him to beat double coverage like that every single time. It's too risky, and you're asking just too much from one guy.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball up to the 28. Here's a first down, not wasting any time after that conversion on 4th. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Alexander.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. He escapes the pocket. Looking to scramble now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this is so deflating for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. And the defense joins the scoring party now. Here's the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, and this is going to wind up as a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
The return is brought down at the 40, and the Air Force offense will take over first and 10.
So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. To the air, it's Reynolds. Looking deep downfield to the left. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Going for his running back. And he makes the grab, a successful two-point try, and they bump the lead up even more. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And the Noles will kick this away to get the second half going. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He steps out to the 29. That's where they'll begin the drive. And the Falcons' offense is on the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the back now goes in motion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's in the clear. They can't stop him. Past the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Falcons.
Number 19 in the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Back to throw. It's they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. And he makes the catch, the ultra-rare fake PAT for 2 points. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Number 29 set to kick off.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start.
Florida State Seminoles will take over first and 10.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. Back in motion now. Here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Turns it loose downfield. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Oh, and he fumbles. Ball scooped up by the defense. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play, the takeaway, and a huge gain on the return.
Boy, a lot happened right there. Good job of coming up with that interception. I thought he was off to the races and had a chance for big yards, only to lose the football. He's very fortunate one of his teammates hopped on that football. So
end zone ahead. Tackled just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
QB keeper all the way. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
It's an option look. Pitches to the back. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
Number 22 with the carry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this pass is caught. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, and he can't quite hang on. Almost the 4th interception he's thrown today. Brings up 2nd down. Bottom of the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 39. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking deep to the right side. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offsides penalty is a gift. Now the offense sets up with a 2nd and 5. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Screen to the wide receiver. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. And it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Under pressure, just lets it go. And they'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen. And that's now going to bring up fourth down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. Breaks into the open. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. The offense starts with a short field. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Booker, Air Force has the lead here. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. And as we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. First down, looking for more now. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, that's exactly what this guy can do. He is a burner. Easily, in my opinion, one of the fastest guys in all of college football. And when you don't have him accounted for, this is what he's going to do to your defense.
Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield in 1st and 10. Pounding away with the run game. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Here's the toss play now, running left. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Catch is made way down inside the 30.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. And the Falcons will have 1st and 10 here. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And here's the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
Let's go. Easton.
Looking for his big tight end.
Oh, what a grab!
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. They come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Hit as he released it. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
This defense is trying to do anything they can to get back in the game. The fact this offense is still throwing the ball, who knows, maybe a tip pass, maybe an interception, anything they can do to get the ball back.
Offense rolling the dice on this 4th down call. Looking to scramble. Hit just as he throws the ball, and they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Because there are a lot of coaches out there that will just say, hey, listen, it's the opponent's job to stop us, and they could be right. But with the game like it is right now with such a comfortable lead, not sure if this was entirely needed.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Receiver makes the catch.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, he's throwing for it. He's hit as he throws it. But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. And it's a bunch formation.
Single. Get set.
Scanning the field. It's Reynolds. On the move now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, this is what this quarterback can do. You got all the receivers and the backs locked up and covered, and he just slips out and takes it all the way inside the 10-yard line. Great recognition on this one, and this defense is going to have to start accounting for this quarterback going forward.
So, wow, this is a lopsided loss that leaves them with a lot of explaining to do, Kurt, but also they got to go back and solve some problems in a hurry.
Yeah, I think this one caught both of us by surprise. We thought it was going to be a lot closer, but one team dominated, and the other couldn't find a way to get back into it in the second half. Plain and simple.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.